What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to Vancouver's Worst Drivers. Let's start this first video of 2021 with this clip from Andrew of this dumpster fire on the back of a truck. And this, in my opinion, is very symbolic of both 2020 as a whole and also ICBC. So great video captured by Andrew on this one. And then up next, we got this cyclist that has this close call with Dan. I'm hoping in 2021 his resolution is to ride his bike a little bit safer. And then this leads into this clip captured by Athel where this driver goes for it even though he or she cannot see if it's clear and runs into this car crash. And this happens more often than not if you can't see what's ahead of you. And then up next, we got this weird situation going on here. So this Tesla is going to change lanes over a solid white line, cuts this driver off, and to avoid this car crash, he actually drives on the opposite side of the road. I mean, really good reflexes, but kind of a weird result here. And then talk about weird situations. You got this guy making a left-hand turn, but instead of waiting in the line, he just makes his own spot in the middle of the median, up on the curb. What the hell is this guy thinking? Alright, so keep your eye on the left-hand side of the screen. Some of you guys are going to see it, some of you won't. This guy is jaywalking, wearing dark clothing at night in the rain, and ends up on the top of this guy's hood. Hopefully he's doing okay at this situation. And then here's another person wearing dark clothing. This time it's a cyclist who's riding his bike in the middle of the road wearing dark clothing. Very intelligent decision there. But the worst part is, here's a four-way stop, and then the guy just goes right through it, even though clearly this SUV had the right of way here. And here's a crazy car accident on Highway 1 just after the Second Narrows Bridge. This guy's just pinning it, loses control, and smashes right into the side of Anonymous's car, making him spin out. The craziest thing about this situation is this guy actually tried leaving the scene because he turns out he was drunk. And fortunately, the VPD got him, but man, what a crazy car accident. And then here's a slightly less insane incident on Highway 1 at the Second Narrows Bridge going the opposite way. I've seen a lot of clips of people trying to make this last minute right turn, and I don't get it because there's signs on the bridge saying to be in the right hand lane. Alright, so sticking to the highway theme, we got this clip from Matthew where this guy takes his off-ramp just a little too late, ends up having to do some off-roading just to get back onto the off-ramp. Alright, so let's get into a bunch of clips where we got multiple bad drivers in the same video, starting with this one where this white SUV misses his left-hand turn. He's now stuck in the middle of the intersection. And then you got this Kroll who doesn't even notice Matthew driving straight right through a street, which of course has happened in Richmond. And then Robert captures these three drivers all driving the wrong way. Hopefully they figure that out sooner rather than later. And then this situation downtown is just a complete mess. You got three drivers, none of them really know how to turn left properly. And then you got this driver who also ran their red light because he doesn't know where he's supposed to stop. Just complete and utter chaos in this situation. And then we got more chaos. This time it happened on Cambie and 7th. We got all these drivers who fail to realize that traffic stopped up ahead. You got this guy who's making his own left turn lane. Problem is, he gets stuck here and then realizes, oh crap, I'm stuck in the middle of a road, just like everybody else in this situation. You got people driving forward, you got people driving backwards, you got this guy who's still going to try and make the left turn, and then this guy right here is going to make a U-turn right in the middle of Cambie Street. Just unbelievable. Keep your eye on the far end of the Lionsgate Bridge, way at the end there. This guy's doing a U-turn, and I just really hope that all of you guys watching this video, that none of you think that this is a good idea, because it really isn't. So we got some more car accident clips for you guys. This time, this is a four-way stop. This black SUV is going to go, then Shandong's turn is up next. This BMW is going to go for it anyways, knocks his dash cam right off of his windshield. And then you got this crazy hit and run situation from Mooseman. This guy's driving, I guess he's running from the police or something. I'm not entirely sure, but he's on the wrong side of the road and just smashes right into both of those vehicles. This guy just can't stay within the lines even if his life depended on it. The best way to describe this guy is just a Grinch. He just robbed JSMK of that parking spot without even blinking an eye. And then we got this photo from Richmond, which is pretty self-explanatory, and I just don't understand. I see so many of these photos on the internet from Richmond or anywhere else on the Lower Mainland, and I just don't understand how enough people don't see these photos and realize that you can't park there. If I saw the driver of this Volkswagen in person, I would politely, but firmly, remind them that their vehicle is not nice enough to take up 4 spots. Nor is it even big enough to even need to take up 2. I don't really know why they had to park like this to begin with. And then we got another parking lot accident. This time Dong Sua is trying to drive through a parking lot. This SUV is backing up. I guess the Dodge to the left is trying to back into this spot. But the problem is both of them are kind of not really paying attention, and yeah, this ends up happening. And then Arzu captured this video. This time this didn't end up in an accident, but look at this Range Rover. How do they not anticipate this happening when they can see that this Mercedes is backing up? Keep your eye on the left-hand side. Matthew records this driver coming out of revs and then proceeds to drive on the wrong side of Lowgate Highway. If that's not a red flag that they got drunk at bowling, I don't know what is. I really think that this end driver needs to go back to having their L. So, first of all, they don't notice the road curves and just drive right into Jasmine's lane without signaling. Fast forward a little bit further down, and they decide to make their own straight through lane in the left turn lane. So again, they don't understand how left turn arrows work either. So sorry for the potato quality on this video, but take a look at the black minivan. This silver SUV pulls away from a curb and this guy just dodges just completely seamlessly. Just great driving skills by this guy. And then we got some more great driving from Jay Simon, but this dark gray SUV definitely is lacking some of that. This other driver is completely oblivious to the stop sign, the white line on the ground, all the warning signs. And then up ahead, this driver almost gets T-boned on Canada Way from this red light runner. Kevin gets cut off by his driver, and unfortunately because of copyright, I can't play the audio, but he is just holding the horn down on this driver, and they still have no idea that he's there. For the average driver, this sign right here would be enough of a warning that they're in the wrong lane, but not for this van driver who just keeps going anyways. And then Corey parked right here should have been also enough of a warning for this guy that he's running the red light as well. AC captures this bizarre red light runner. The CRV up ahead runs the red light, but instead of stopping, at the crosswalk that's closest to AC, they stop at the other crosswalk. At that point, you might as well just keep going, friend. You're already through the intersection. I don't get it, why risk a nice BMW to do moves like this and almost drive up on the grass and just destroy the front end of your car? I just don't get it. This stunt by this white SUV is just unbelievable. He's going to risk getting hit by HJ and this blue van just to pull a move like this. It's just unbelievably bad driving. I know not using your turn signals is bad, but when you're like this SUV driver and you're not using them correctly, it's almost as if you just shouldn't use them at all. This white car's driving just hurts my eyeballs and my brains just watching them. It's a simple left turn. Okay, they're already cutting over into the wrong lane. Then they cut back into their lane only to go back into the other lane to swerve back into the right lane to have to eventually merge. So pointless on so many levels. And then Matthew also captures this driver driving the wrong way, of course. The trick is to stay on the right-hand side of the cement median, not the left. This is quite the head-scratching moment here. RJ is just chilling at this red light, and this driver runs it. Okay, they stop, so they kind of know it's a red light. And then just a few seconds later, then you got this guy doing the exact same thing. And again, he sees a car going through, but goes for it anyways. Here's some more bizarre driving captured by John. There's no one in the left-hand lane, yet this driver on the right makes his own lane in the bike lane and then gets into the left-hand lane the moment the light goes green. It makes zero sense. And this car up ahead is pulled a little too far forward for this driver to turn left, so they improvise and just pull in behind them, but not really a smart move either. Lowe captures this driver who's just in such a rush and is just so pushy, they just force their way in. Like, wait your damn turn like everybody else. Alright, so in this last clip, keep your eye on the left-hand lane. This end driver is just going to be coming in hot, which I don't really understand because it's a left turn, should have anticipated this, and almost smashes right into the side of this minivan. Just apparently they didn't hit, so it was just inches away from an accident, and this guy is just scared so badly he can't even drive anymore. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas as well. If you like this video, consider hitting the subscribe button and sharing it with your friends. I really appreciate it. And if you have any clips, you can also email them to me at vancouverdrivingvideos@outlook.com, which is in the description below.